Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is Sam and a very warm welcome back to another Somali language lesson with me, here at Sam of Somalia. We have a little question come in, Somali language lesson from one of my students online, so I say student through the YouTube channel, asking why is it that with the verb teg, which means to go somewhere, you don't use a preposition with it. So this question kind of comes from, I suppose, having an understanding of maybe English and Arabic and other languages. Like in English, we can't say I went mosque or I went Somalia. Some people do, like in slangs I've heard in London and stuff. Some people say like, oh, I went shop. Like it's not correct English to do that. You should say I went to the shop or I went to a shop. And in Arabic as well, you have to use the verb ذهب, meaning go, with the verb إلى. You say ذهبت إلى المسجد مثلا, for example. But in Somali, like the person asking the question hadn't seen that with the verb teg. So why not? A couple of things to first mention, like introducing you to this verb. There are two kind of variations in the pronunciation and therefore the spelling of it. It can be tag or it can be teg. I've seen both of them written, so you know keep an eye out for either of them. And I think the preposition which the student is hoping to use with it is the preposition u, which means to. You know, that literally translates to. You don't need to use it with other verbs, like if you were to say like, you know, for example, I don't know if you're going to say like tell your mother, say to your mother. You'd say like hoyo u shig, like say to mother. Yeah, you use this u for it, but you don't say like TEGI. You don't say like I went there. You just say, for example, like London ban TEGI, London ban TEGI. I went London. You literally say. So sometimes in Somali and in English as well, actually, or maybe in any language, you can have like in other languages where it might take another preposition, might take a verb and a preposition, you kind of have inbuilt into the verb a little bit, and that's what the verb teg is like in Somali. So I'll just run off some examples for you as well, so you see this verb teg being conjugated in different ways and using in different ways. So the first sentence that I wanted to share with you is the one which I just gave you. You know, if you said London ban tegay, like I went to London, London ban tegay. The second one would be something like shaqo miad tegtay. Have you been to shaqo? Have you been to work? Shaqo miad tegtay. The third one, I wanted to show you how it's used kind of in its infinitive. The infinitive with this word don afterwards to make it future. So if someone was going to Ethiopia, you could say to someone, Ethiopia bad tegi don ta. Ethiopia bad tegi don ta. So tegi is kind of the infinitive, and then you need to use don ta to make it you. Ethiopia bad tegi don ta. That you are going to Ethiopia. And the fourth sentence is just a little example I wanted to give you, is an example of using kind of the present continuous tense of it to say like you are going sort of at this time. So you could say something like dugsi mategay set. So in there you might notice as well I've used ma instead of miad, but that's just a shortened version of it. And most of the time when I've heard Somalis speaking Somali in London, I think the dialect of most people means that they do shorten miad or miay or miu or mian. All of those just become ma. And that is for beginners. That's a nice way of simplifying these sort of yes or no questions. So like dugsi mategay set means like are you going to dugsi? I have another lesson talking about the word dugsi. I'll link you up in the description as well if you want to learn more dugsi type words. So that's my answer. If any of you have any better answers or anything you want to contribute to my answer as well, please go into the description. Please go into the comments even and make sure that you add it so that anybody else who's interested in it can go and benefit from your knowledge as well, inshallah. So that's everything from me for today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.